I look like a train wreck.
Hey, good morning. It's holy cow, November 15, opening hunting season, right? For for the Michigan ladies. I remember this day. Nobody cares in Florida, but anyway.
Okay.
Um, it's good to see everybody and so exciting. I woke up just like it's November 15 because so this is the last day where we have the skin elixir included with the age well set. But then tomorrow, did you see that post that Arbonne put out at 6 a.m. Pacific? So that's 9 a.m. Eastern is when they're going to drop the new products. So we know what they are, but it's still super exciting. We're going to have a new flavor of protein, a new flavor of fizz. I guess I just wanted to talk about that a little bit today, some strategy around that. And then also, talk more about our miracle morning and how that's going for everyone. And just some new insights I had around that. But yes, so tomorrow begins our Black Friday, specials and everything, which I think it would be cool to promote it and spin it to Green Friday, because that represents Arbonne, and then it gives us the chance to talk about the B Corporation and how we're committed to the environment and how our products stand out and are different. So I just think even saying Green Friday, that'll help, you know what I mean, catch people's attention around that. And just wanted to put out too, like, I've seen other consultants and NVPs and whatever say, message me if you want to be in a group where I'm going to be talking about what's new and everything else. If you don't already have a VIP group, I have one. It's just I haven't posted in there in a long time, so I'm going to go in today. I'm also going to put a post out on my social media and just say, if you're interested in learning more about what's new and whatever with Arbonne, then I'm happy to add you to a group. It's just you can't be attached to another consultant, you know what I mean, just to be respectful. Yes, the Healthy Mind Body Skin group I'm sure we're going to be doing something in there and be doing live videos and everything. For me personally, and this, I'm just giving you ideas. You can take this and run with it, or just work in the Mind Body Skin group. For me personally, I want to continue the Skin Elixir special for people who are interested. I'm just going to personally promote that to my people, and then also, show the new products. I have my reason for promoting the Skin Elixir special personally is to book presentations. So it's going to be around that. If I'm happy to give you an extra box of Skin Elixir to go with your set, if you're open to getting me on a Zoom with a couple other people, or you know what I mean, something around that, so I can book some presentations. So that's just my leverage. I want to keep that special going for and make it feel exclusive, like this is just for you in this group, along with sharing what's new and everything with Arbonne. So yes, the Mind Body Skin group is great, because I know we're going to do something with that, with the new products and everything. But if you wanted to even go further and offer some specials, or even do a whole healthy living presentation, or a Discover Arbonne presentation, or just go on there a 5-minute face, or share what you love, whatever, a shake recipe, it could be anything. But you could just put it out today, like if anyone's interested in seeing what's new and whatever, here's a group. So it's basically having your own Facebook party. That's the way I look at it. If you're not on Facebook, is there a way? I don't know if you can do groups and Instagram. I'm not sure if you can, but you could always just do a Zoom and just say, I have these two. I would do 2 different dates, so it's not a yes or no, it's just which one can you join, to hear more about what's new. And maybe you could do a lunchtime or a morning time, and then also an evening or something like that, if you want to promote the new stuff that way. So these are just ideas, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, have a strategy in place for promoting this and being excited and everything. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Are you excited about new products?
So excited.
Yes.
I love that. I love that idea of just still personally doing the skin elixir with the age well, because they just go hand in hand so well. And once people really try the skin elixir, it's amazing. I mean, I've been using it religiously, and my nails have never looked like this. And people
No.
are asking me, like, if I get my nails done, I'm like, no, I just literally slap paint on them. And yeah, I mean, my stylist is like, your hair's growing like a weed. It won't stop growing. So, and I'm like, it's Arbonne. I don't know what else. It's 100.
I never had to like file my nails before. They just would peel and break on their own, and now I'm like, this is so weird. I'm like filing my long nails.
And they're strong. I mean, they're like gel, and it's crazy. So anyway, so I think that's such a great promotion. Just continue that to like,
based on getting, even one referral or one, so yeah, there is a method to my madness. I'm learning.
Carol, that made me think of my hairstylist too, since I started the whole, lifestyle through the 30 days to healthy living and changed out products, that you're putting on your skin. She has told me like my hair has become so healthy. She's like, from the day that you first started coming to me till now, she's like, it's insane. So I don't cut my hair as often as I used to. I used to have to get my hair cut every single time I was in there. And now I go through like 2 appointments with no hair cutting because my hair is healthy. She's always just commenting on it. And I never made that connection until like, I would say, I thought it was her. I was like, oh, okay, it must be the product she's using. And then I'm like, wait a minute. No, it's like what we're doing. It's pretty
it's
crazy.
inside out for sure. Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Love it. Yes, so I have, and I'm also, I know we talked about this, I think last call. I'm also double dipping into previous Facebook parties and just going in to announce what's new. Why not? You know what I mean? Those groups are already set up. So it's like, why not go back and just let them know what's new, just in case, There's also, I have several people that I've asked to do, if they would host something, and they're like, well, can we do it at the end of the month, or, just to promote Christmas gift ideas and that kind of stuff. So anyway, now I have a bunch like at the end of the month for that reason. It's just interesting. People always have their ways of wiggling out of booking something right this second, but anyway, hey, we'll go with it. Here's some gift ideas and stuff. What else? What are you, how's your business going? How are things going? And then we'll get into Miracle Morning too, but I just wanted to hear.
I'll go Tammy.
Yes.
I haven't looked at my numbers in a while, but I used to do that every day. And now I'm like, okay, stop checking your numbers and just start calling people. But I have a lot of irons in the fire.
Good.
A lot of people getting back to me that want to hear about Arbonne. We're just having, trouble scheduling, getting it together. But I feel like, something's about to break. And I told you I got that girl who, she's a hairdresser. And she was actually a reality show star on a Bravo show. And she's got like 25,000 followers. And
Kara might know her. What's her name?
Oh, well, you know what?
Don't hold out, Mia. Who is this? I probably follow her.
Her name is Vanessa Cavanaugh. She's a hairdresser. We worked together when I first moved to Naples. So
what show is she on?
It was, I got to look it up. I can't remember the name of it, but
let me know.
She was traveling around the world with a bunch of friends. They were a bunch of crazy party animals that like took this yacht everywhere.
Below Deck?
No, I know. I've heard of that one. I'll find out. I'll let you know. But anyway, I reached out to her a while ago because she's a hairdresser. And I'm like, I know you love to travel. She's not doing the show anymore. She travels constantly, but then she has to come back and she's got to do some hair to be able to pay for her travels. So I didn't hear from her for a month. And yesterday she's like, oh my God, I totally missed this. Yeah, I definitely want to talk to you. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So whatever, we'll see. But yeah, lots of irons in the fire. I'm just asking more people, which I needed to do.
That was my goal, was to just personally reach out to 100 people to get conversations going. I know not everyone, you know what I mean? And it takes a while for some people to message back. But I just needed to like do a big surge of reach out so I could, get people in the pipeline that I'm having conversations with. And yes, it's working. It's so exciting with this, it's basically daily method for success sheet, but in that 90-day journal, you're essentially reaching out to 10 people a day. And holy cow, that was definitely more than I was doing before. It's keeping me on my toes. It's keeping me hopping. It's keeping me like in the mindset of who's next, instead of getting all hung up on they didn't message me back and making up a story about that. They must, whatever, who knows? I must be bugging them because they're not, no. Sometimes it takes 2 weeks for people to respond. I mean, who cares? I don't care anymore because I have so many people that I'm reaching out to, and I have this goal every day to talk to 10. Now, we've been a little nuts traveling because of Carl and stuff these last few days. So I've been doing taking 2 days to do one sheet, but that's still more than I would have done. You know what I mean? If my schedule was a little crunched. So I'm still proud of myself. I'm still moving things forward and scheduling things, and it's exciting. It's so exciting to be in motion rather than thinking about wishing you were in motion, you know what I mean? And just allowing that time to let those seeds, germinate while talking to new people. So yes, let's unpack that a little more too. How's everybody doing with Miracle Morning? What are your thoughts?
I can share my business part. So Brenda got someone signed up
Yes!
this week, which is super exciting,
Amazing.
into the skincare line and taking advantage of the skin elixir. So I'm excited for your new client.
Congrats.
And then I'm still just for the first time, I think I said the last Sunday, I finally filled out my 100-person list for the first time ever in my entire business. And as you can see, it's still I'm adding people past that. So I got to print off some more. And basically I've just implemented this week, putting it in my calendar, because all leaders have been saying Sunday night, sit down, put in Arbonne in your calendar as a task, instead of how I've been doing it. It's just been oh, I think I'm going to have afternoon time, so I'm just going to do it then. So I'm blocking time, because basically I've learned when you start to get on momentum, you want to keep going. And so I've just been reaching out to people because I've kept a spreadsheet over the past year and a half of people I've reached out to. So I've been going to the very beginning to do follow-ups there, people that I wanted in the business. So I've been having good conversations, which is awesome. I talked to a girl that I met at the gym. I'm forcing myself outside of the comfort zone of just talking to people all the time and just saying, how are you doing? And trying to find something fun to chat about. So I ended up having a conversation with a girl who is already part of another network marketing company, but we chatted again yesterday, and she was like, I gave her samples anyway. And she's just like, I just love your stuff. She's like, I was really hoping I wouldn't like it. And I kept telling myself I'm not going to like it. But she was like, oh my God, the fizz is insane. She's like, I'm thinking of all these different things I can make with the fizz. And she's like, the protein I thought I would hate, but I love it. And I thought it was really cool. She's very professional and honest. And we sat down for an hour yesterday, and she said she talked to her upline and was like, I'm really considering going to this other company, which, by the way, we're part of the Direct Selling Association. So I knew that right away after she told me that she was in another network marketing company. So I immediately was just like, okay, that's awesome. Glad you're smart. You're doing a side hustle, blah, blah, blah. And we just had a conversation. So I had already planned on giving her samples. So I just did. And I just was like, whatever, I'm not going to pursue this. But she kept reaching out to me. she was just like, sent me a text like, oh my God, this protein, what are you doing to me? So it was cool yesterday because she basically just said, I talked to my upline because I really love what Arbonne's about. She goes, you guys have way more product than what we have. And she's like, and I feel like there's more opportunities to help people than what we have. She's like, but my upline wants me to stay through the end of the year and then go from there. But she's like, I still want to do like the 30 days to healthy living, because she's like, I need a plan. I love your plan. I like the fact that you guys give recipes. She's like, we don't do that. So within mine, I have to like find recipes for my clients. And she's like, it's super time consuming. So I just thought that was really exciting. And so for my business, it's just doing the do. And I ordered the 90-day journal, which I should get today. I'm excited to try that out. And Miracle Morning, I absolutely love. I think it's so good. I feel like I've already been doing some of these habits, but I'm going to incorporate the rest of what he says. And I do agree with him when you start off, which is what we've been teaching from the beginning of personal growth, gratitude, things like that. You are more excited about your day. And I like how he talks about how we all feel on Christmas morning. No matter how tired we are, we're excited about the day, or your birthday, or some big monumental moment. But he's like, you can have this feeling every single day. Why just leave it to one or two events of the year? And I agree with that, because once you do that, it's like it gets you up and out of bed and you're excited to just dive into a little bit of this before you start your day. So I love that he's giving people like how to do it. Even if you don't have all the time, he breaks it down to like, even if you do 6 minutes a day or something like that. So I love this book. I think it's amazing.
Yay. And something that occurred to me, which I think is so key with this daily method for success and, having our miracle morning, it really is, it's prioritizing you, your family, and your team. So think of it this way. We can't pour out of an empty cup, right? So it's really feeding our own, our mind and who we are, what our purpose is, what lights us up. I mean, we're having that time of gratitude, of, meditation, where we want to be, our vision for our life, and just like settling our mind and focusing on what we want instead of everything we don't want and what isn't going right. We get what we think about most of the time, right? So thoughts are things. So just like redirecting our thoughts to what we want and where we're going is so therapeutic in a way, and it fills you up inside. And like Sherry said, it gives you that excitement and that energy, to be on purpose and to know why you're doing what you're doing. And then also, of course, as women, as moms, we're always thinking about our family and others. And, it's like we're giving. But it made me think, sometimes people use the excuse of Arbonne, taking away from their family, but really when we're doing our vision and meditation in the morning, we're including our family. So we, even doing the daily method of a success, we're not doing this business for our family. We're doing this business with our family. This is your family's legacy. This is your family's business that's going to offer you opportunities and choices. So just to include that in the way you think in the morning, that this is for my family. This is, we're doing this together as a family, and including your family in your goals, and, asking your family to cheer you on. Like, this is the benchmark I'm reaching for, the milestone that I'm going for this month. Let's do this. Have your family members check in with you. How are you doing with that? And why? This is why we're doing it, so that we can, earn a bonus, or we can, start loading our bases so we can earn the incentive trips and stuff. And just, because I thought about that, like, what fills me up is knowing I'm proud of myself, right? And also I want to make my family proud. I want to make my team proud, and so are we doing those things that are, and including, our team, our family, in what we're doing. And then also, this daily method for success also helps us focus on our team. And even if you're a team of one right now, it's your future team. Who do I want to attract? That was kind of a big shift for me in the last week was, you know, again, I'm trying to like figure out how to blend my story and being able to, you know, not run away from my story and all this stuff I'm dealing with. But what I've learned is how I can turn it to, I'm looking for people who are overcomers. I'm looking for people who have gone through hard things and who have crazy work ethic and who have a big vision for their life and passion for caring and helping people. Those are the people I'm looking for. And so just to meditate on that as well, like who am I attracting? Who am I being so that I can attract that person? So it's helping me not shy away from my, you know, experiences. It's helping me take a stand and hold my space. Like I am an overcomer. I am a person who has gone through hard things and I'm still positive and I'm still like can be inspiring, you know, and that's the kind of person I'm looking for too, is someone, you know, who's gone through hard stuff and still stands and can inspire other people. So anyway, this daily method for success, it helps us focus on ourselves so we can, you know, figure out why we're doing this, our purpose, our family, which we include in our vision, and our team, even if it's a future team. And I just thought this is so amazing. Like it's so much deeper than just filling out a sheet. You know what I mean? It's just so much. It's this is, I have goosebumps. This is, you know, what we need to do. And it really does help us to talk to new people, because I hear that so often is, you know, who else do I talk to? And when you're working from that 100-person list, and you know what, that 100-person list is going to turn into a 200-person list because it just happens that way. Like a woman who got the Age Well set last month, now she wants to get it for her daughter, and her daughter, I asked if her daughter would be open, she's like 25 or something, if she would be open to doing a Facebook party or, you know, Zoom event or whatever. She said she has a lot going on, but she's going to get started on the products. So that's exciting, you know, that just talking to one person about the skincare has now led to another person, you know, her daughter. Or, you know, I just had a friend get the skincare at the end of October, and I saw her last night and gave her samples to give to her daughter. So, you know, and then her sister's interested. And so it's like talking to one person turns into more people. And I've been very intentional about asking people for referrals as well, you know, especially if they've used the products already. You know, who do you know? Do you know one person who would enjoy these products as much as you? Do you know one person? And it would be amazing to talk to them and share, you know? So again, doing this daily method for success, it's going to help expand your team, expand your opportunities to have conversations, to figure out, you know, and find the needs for other people too. And yes, when we're in motion, this business becomes so much fun. And I can tell my energy has shifted because I'm talking to so many more people now, and it's just so much fun. So, all right. Tara, do you want to share a little bit about your miracle morning or what you're getting out of the journal too?
I love both. I've been doing the journal, and it's so easy. It just makes it so nice to have everything right there. And to your point too, it's just such a great personal thing too. So, you know, it just feels good. I'm a task checker offer. So to be able to like check off and like write out my gratitude and meditate on that. And like, I write out my affirmation for the days and really focus on that during the day. And it also just helps me kind of have positive conversations with people. And, but yeah, I'm loving this book. I'm only on chapter 3, cause I'm just trying to take it all in, but I just love, I love where he came from and where this whole notion came from. And just to do it first thing in the morning, you know, just to make it easy, because I know for me, I would push stuff to the afternoon. I'm like, oh, you know, I'll do that when I'm back from my other job, or I'll do that after I pick Lils up, or oh, I'll do that before bed. And then next thing you know, it's 10 o'clock at night and your day's gone. So I've been making it a conscious effort. Like I said, I just started this book not a few days ago. But I'm just going to make it a conscious effort. I wake up anyway. I'm an early bird. I wake up anyway between like 5:20 and 5:40 in the morning. So I'm like, if I wake up at 4:45, which mornings are my favorite time, the house is dark, the house is quiet, I can get stuff done. I'm like, if I can just wake up and get, do my gratitude, do my daily meditation, which I've been doing for months and has just changed my life completely for the better, and get my reading done and really focus and then set my intention for the day, like make my list of who I'm going to reach out to that day and have it all done before, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. There's your, you know what I mean? It just makes the whole day easier. So I'm loving that. And it just helped me kind of to set that goal for myself. So I love this is awesome. I'm definitely, and Sherry and I are talking about it. This will be one too. I think this, and there's a couple other ones, but this is going to be my number one. I'm going to reread and really, kind of read through the first time, highlight, and then reread it, and then really start to practice everything even more. So I love it. I think it's awesome.
Well, I love too how, again, having my thing is in my bag, but because I've been carrying it all around with me, this 90-day journal, and like, taking it with me as we've been traveling. And
It's with me all the time.
yeah, and people are like, what is that? What do you do? And I'm like, I'm in a challenge.
Mhm.
And just saying that, they're like, what? Because who does this stuff? Discipline people on purpose, on a mission. And that has even opened conversations like, what the heck is this? Why are you so excited about it? Because I'm taking this thing, and I'm thinking of more people to talk to, and it's so fun. But setting aside time, just like Sherry said, blocking time, it's like a relief, because you're not agonizing all day about needing to do Arbonne. It's like, no, I did it. I'm done. I feel good. I know I did all the right things, and now I can clear my headspace to be present with my family and with, your other obligations and everything. So I love that, because you're doing what you need to do, and you're respecting your business. Ultimately, you're respecting it as a business, not just putting it off like a hobby, like this doesn't matter. You're making it a priority, giving it respect, and therefore it will grow and prosper accordingly. So it's cool. And again, you're showing people you're disciplined, you're on purpose. And I just think that's a beautiful message to send out, whether they're interested in Arbonne or not. It's like, wow, she's a person who gets things done. She's in motion. And you know what I mean? It makes people respect you if they know that you're respecting your business.
And I've had people, it's really funny because I post a lot of stories on my Instagram of like what I'm reading and like different meditations and then the journal, the 90-day new habit journal. And I've had people reach out to me and are like, what is this book club? These books that you guys are reading, or I want in on the book club. And so I'm kind of like, well, you can be in on the book club. So that has just been a really great way to like, to start a conversation about like, this is, it's a business, but it's not, it's just so much more than that. So yeah, I've had one of my best friends message me and she's like, I want to be in on this book club. And I'm like, do you? so it's just really cool. Cause she's like, oh my gosh, you guys are reading such good books. And I'm like, yeah, it's amazing. So it's definitely life changing. So
love that. And just love knowing that people are watching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something that's been so much fun, and Amy wishes she could be on these calls. She just, she's doing hockey with her kids and stuff on Sunday mornings now, but we have been accountability partners. So we take a picture of our filled out sheet every day and send it to each other. And it's so much fun. It's keeping me on my toes, and we're like not slacking that way. And guess what, you guys? Amy just earned our team incentive again. Like, she has been the winner for getting her, she's way past maintenance right now on the 15th. And I know it's because she's been so consistent. And so just, again, coming back to consistency creates results. It might not be that day, but over time, consistency creates those results. And another phrase that keeps coming to mind, another principle really, I remember reading Stephen Covey's book, 7 Habits of Successful People or whatever, and something that stood out to me from him is that systems are better than goals. And I remember reading that like, wait, what did he just say there? Systems are greater than goals, meaning it's so easy to say, oh, this is my goal, I want to get into qual or want to promote or whatever, but then what? It's so easy to say, right? Whereas a system, the daily method for success, reaching out, following up, that's your system, and that's what's going to actually create those results, not just a goal. It's the system that you have in place, those daily habits, the discipline and commitment that you have to your goal, that's going to get you there. So anyway, that's like a key takeaway from all this. Yeah, go ahead, Sherry.
I was going to share something on the whole personal growth and how important it is. In this book, he said that he read a statistic: 80% of women have self-deprecating thoughts about themselves, body image, job performance, other people's opinions of them throughout the day. So your self-talk dramatically influences your level of success. So if you think about that, which is so true, since I read this yesterday, I've been catching myself. And this is where personal growth is the number one thing to help us, because it's what we're putting in. What do they say always? What is in between your ears, your mind, is what needs the work, because we lose our confidence to do this business because of the self-talk that we have. Or, if someone says any sort of opinion that's against this, it brings us back down and knocks you down. Or the more you do this kind of stuff, the more you're building an armor and a belief in yourself that you are doing the right thing and that you are fulfilling your goal and your happiness and all that other stuff. And what I love with this is that Arbonne is actually, because of this business, and when you do the personal growth, Arbonne's pushing you to put it into work so that you can start working on yourself to gain that confidence, to get your success and all that other stuff. That's what at least I feel like I've been finding with the personal growth. And so I've been doing reading more books every single month and trying to go back and reread, because it's what's pushing me to talk to more people and get out there and practice it and start to make myself feel better that I am doing the right thing and helping people and all of that. So I don't know.
Love it. Can you read that again? Your self-talk dramatically influences your success?
Yeah, your self-talk has dramatic influence on your level of success in every aspect of your life: confidence, health, happiness, wealth, relationships, etc. Your affirmations are either working for or against you, depending on how you're using them.
Mm.
And then the other thing that I underlined is, darn it, I lost the page. I'll find it. Oh, the quality of your life is created by the quality of your habits.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Can you say that again?
The quality of your life is dependent on the quality of your habits. And I just read this morning, which I do feel this way on this book. I can't find it. He basically says when you wake up and you do this every day, you feel good. And then if you decide to not do it and sleep in, you end up being more lethargic and less happy. And I do attest to that because I've tried that, and it's so true.
But think about it. I mean, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if we're going to the gym regularly or whatever, exercising regularly, it's because it makes us feel good. It's because we know there's long-term results there. Does it feel good every day? No. Do I want to every day? No. But I know I always feel better when I do. Same thing, eating healthy. Those are daily habits that you're making choices constantly to, fuel your body rather than just feed it crap. And guess what? Is it always fun? No, but I know I feel better when I eat my vegetables and and say no to, candy or whatever. You know what I mean? So we're making choices every day that are long term. So why would it be any different in our business and feeding our mind, with these daily habits and daily systems that we're plugging into? And it's just a daily discipline. And honestly, you can respect yourself and be proud of yourself for being a person of discipline like that. That to me is super attractive. And again, I add that to my list of people that I'm looking for in my business. You know, you don't necessarily have to be a business person to be great in Arbonne, but you can see a person who's disciplined, has, you know, is taking care of their body. Maybe they have an immaculate car. Maybe they are just super, you know, I don't know. You can just tell though, by looking at people and meeting people, who are the people who have discipline. And that's a great quality to have in this business. And if you don't have discipline, you can learn it, but not everybody, everybody wants the reward, but very few are willing to do what it takes to get that reward. And that includes discipline. So, you know, again, looking at people who are meticulous with their eating habits, or you know, even if it's keto or whatever, or exercise, or the way they put themselves together and present themselves, people who show up early. These are people, just stash that away. These are people that would do great in this business. I guess in contrast, I used to be the person who wanted to rescue everybody, and that isn't always the best strategy. I'm looking for people who are already successful. So do you want to share it all, Brenda? Are you reading the Miracle Morning?
I didn't realize we were doing that book. So I text Sherry and said, hey, is this the book you're talking about? So I will get that ordered off of Amazon here today. So sounds, oh my gosh, I can't wait to dive into it and read it. It just sounds really, really good.
Good. And I'm so proud of you for you know, your new PC. That's amazing.
Yeah. So this is a lady I went to high school with, and she had asked me a while ago, hey, what are you doing now? So, you know, I told her about Arbonne and what I was doing and stuff. And she's like, oh, okay. She's like, well, I've used Mary Kay for years on my skin, and, you know, I'm like, okay, that's fine, you know. So she reached out to me, gosh, a couple weeks ago, and she was like, all right, she goes, I'm almost out of what I'm using now. Tell me about what you have to offer. And we had, you know, the new line just came out. So I told her about that and sent her some info. Next thing I know, she signed up and she took advantage of the Skin X filler. And yeah, so I was like, yes. So
love that.
So it's just like Terry and I've talked about before, it's like planting those seeds, and then they just, you know, come back to you after a while. So
and then again, following up, hey, did you get your Arbonne package? I just wanted to make sure you got it. I'm so excited for you to try this. And then a week later, hey, have you tried the products? How are they working for you? Oh, that's awesome. Have you tried the Skin Elixir? How are you drinking it? You know, do you love it? Blah, blah. And then you can roll out and say, oh my gosh, you know, do you know one person who would love this too? So, you know what I mean? It all rolls.
Yeah. And I have several others that, Sherry has talked to her before too. Cheryl, she's still intrigued. So we're still working on her, but, and then my sister-in-law, she's interested, but she's just not like 100% ready there yet. So I still have people that are, you know, in that pipeline that are, but I have new ones that I'm reaching out to as well too, so.
Do you know, with those kind of people, if I've talked to them a lot and they've, you know, sniffed around a lot, and maybe I've given them samples or who knows what, but I've put some concentrated effort in. The way I kind of throw out the gauntlet to move it forward is to just bribe. Like, hey, you know, I know you've had your eye on the whatever it is you're interested in. I'm happy to gift you a full-size product for getting me in front of a few people, you know, like happen on a Zoom with Sherry or whatever, and just presenting the 30 days, you know, I'm happy to give you a full-size product. So people do stuff like I used to invite people to my house for food. Hey, I'll feed you dinner if you come over and hear more about this. And people were like, oh, okay.
Right.
You know, even, oh my gosh, it was so cute hearing Katie Brown. She's doing, I'll drop off a bottle of wine on your doorstep for hosting something. I'm like, hey, whatever it takes. But yeah, so I would put that woman in the bribe category, the Cheryl. Yeah, and just you know, she and two other people jump on a Zoom with Sherry and
Yep.
We'll get you whatever it is she's excited about.
Yes. Cool.
I'm doing the Facebook party today, the new one.
Nice.
Yeah. So I gotta print that off and go through that. See how that goes.
Yes, exciting. I know I'm doing my double dip into two Facebook parties, and then I'm going into my VIP group and doing a little thing there just to get excited about tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun to just roll these things out. How about you, Mia?
What are you asking me what I'm doing today?
Well, just, things you have in motion. Like we have an in-person event tomorrow at Carol's.
Yeah.
So that's exciting too.
And yeah, I might have a couple of people coming to that. I've been trying to set up a Zoom with my Uber driver that I met one night. And yeah, and I think I'm going to do that same thing that you said, double dip into the old Facebook parties. So
Why not?
that's it for now.
Because I feel, okay, so this week is, it's not Thanksgiving week. Next week is Thanksgiving week. I feel like this week is a great time to just do tons of reach outs. And then after, like Friday, after Thanksgiving is when people are just sitting around. There's not a lot of stores that are even doing Black Friday specials, which is to our advantage because people will be shopping online and looking for deals online. So just to pump it up this week, and then the whole weekend of Thanksgiving, I'm telling you, people are just sitting around. So it's a perfect time to reach out again and just validate the specials, everything we have going on. And again, bribe people for jumping on a Zoom with another friend. I'm totally into that. Even if it's just like a face mask, the what do you call it? The sheet mask, I'm happy to put a sheet mask in the, with a fizz stick and PT or whatever it is you have for samples and stuff, for getting on a Zoom with me. So I also just wanted to point out, I think so often, again, we're talking to people and people feel like they have to stop their life to do Arbonne. And really I just want to turn it into a positive, or we get all, down on ourselves, like, oh, I'm running around with my kids. I'm doing all these other things. It's hard for me to fit Arbonne in. I get it. But think of it this way. The positive spin of this isn't a job where you have to clock in and be away from your family. You can weave in a 15-minute segment, even if it means sitting in the parking lot in your car to do your reach outs for 15 minutes. You can weave that in. It's not like you have, like, what a cool advantage we have to have a mobile global business that can just be fit around our life. We don't have to stop our life to do Arbonne. We can do this alongside what we're currently doing. And it's actually smart to just bring Arbonne wherever you go. Like I said, people are like, what is this journal thing? I was all into it. I'm in a challenge, and they're like, what the heck? So just again, weaving it in instead of feeling like you have to have an either or. You can have your life, run your kids around, be in exercise classes or go to your job or whatever. But weave Arbonne in and just looking at that as this huge advantage. And I think something too that has really stood out to me in the last week is that our job is where we work to pay bills, but Arbonne is our work to build a lifestyle and create a lifestyle that, you might not have just working a job to pay bills. And, I look back and think about those feelings, and even just listening to our guest speaker the other day, Jessica, just how vividly she remembers, yeah, she was making 6 figures. yes, I was, you know, working as a nurse and everything, but we didn't have what we really wanted. And that was freedom. That was choices. That was time with the people we love, you know? So how cool is it that we can build our lifestyle and create a lifestyle in part-time hours while we work to pay our bills? Like, this is a huge blessing and gift that we have, and that, you know, we can be really articulate to spell out to people. Like, you don't have to stop what you're doing. You can do Arbonne alongside what you're currently doing, and you can be successful being exactly who you are: a stay-at-home mom, a hairdresser, a successful, you know, CEO, whatever. You know, you can be successful at Arbonne being exactly who you are. It's just having the discipline to plug into you know, our system. And just, again, systems are so much greater than goals. So I'm so excited about just having our system, and we're, you know, as a team, really committing to our daily method for success sheet. And it's so cool to see things popping. And it'll be so fun to see like the 90-day progression of all these seeds planted and all these reach outs, and getting into massive conversations, so that then, you know, we can see the results in our business and show up in our numbers and stuff. So any final thoughts or things that you want to go for this month? It's mid-month. We have 15 days to go. So we're going to have a boost tomorrow. That'll be fun, you know, having some new products to talk about. And like I said, Thanksgiving weekend is a great time. So anyway, my call to action is really getting into lots of conversations this week. And then you can follow up on those over Thanksgiving weekend and have a great close. So what did you hear today, or what is your takeaway? Where do you want to be at the end of the month? What are you working towards?
I'm just still trying to get people in the business. That's my goal.
And
Yeah,
then,
me too, Carrie. That's my goal too.
me too.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just not getting hung up. I think that's like my self-talk is no stoppers. So no matter what they say, oh, I don't have time, whatever, blah. I'm just like, cool. Do you know one person? You know, because yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday. She's like, I'm trying to sell a house, and you know, she's listing out all the things. She's a doctor. She's very busy. I get it. Okay, do you know one person? Because she's already tried Arbonne before. She goes, oh yeah, I'll get the skincare kit set after my house sells. That's what she told me. I'm like, okay, no problem. And in my head, no stoppers. Who do you know one person that would enjoy Arbonne as much as you? You know, so okay, it's not you, but who? There might be someone attached to that person that needs to hear about this. So I guess that's my self-talk now, is not being defeated, you know, by anything that anyone says to me. I'm just like on a mission, no stoppers. I know everyone's connected to at least 200 other people. So it's like, okay, who can you connect me to? Because this is good stuff. Right?
I think that's what you always say is, you know, stop focusing on the people that you've been talking to and going back and revisiting over and over and over again. You got to keep getting out there and talking to new people, because eventually somebody's going to join or become a member or whatever. And then that's going to just keep lighting your fire.
Yeah. Love it. I love your point. The quality of your life is dependent on the quality of your habits. So just getting in the habit of the reach outs and talking to people and scheduling things, like that will lead to results. But yeah, kind of detaching from the results first. That's the hard part, or that's where we need all our mindset strength, is, you know, not getting so attached and focused to what we think people should say. Right? Just being okay with whatever they say, and then asking for a referral. Oh, I love it. Well, I'm so excited. We'll I know I have a call with Cecilia tomorrow. So whatever she says, that's not till the afternoon tomorrow. So the products will launch in the morning, And then I'll jump on Voxer and just give any updates of what's, you know, anything Cecilia puts out in the afternoon. And yeah, we can just, you know, again, load our bases. I think our energy too is so key right now, because you look around, people are stressed, people are struggling, people are lost, you know, like trying to figure out who they are, why they're here, what tomorrow is going to look like, you know, feeling unsettled. I mean, all this election stuff, it's just like this uncertainty is in the air. And I think our energy is so key right now. It actually, you know, I feel emotion just saying that, but people need positive words. They need encouragement. They need compliments. They need people who believe in them. They need, you know, hope for a better future, to feel better, you know, with health products or with, you know, security, you know, having an additional income stream. So just know that what we're sharing and what we're doing is very honorable, and there's such a need right now for connection. And just remember, it's, you know, people aren't necessarily remembering what you're saying to them, but they definitely remember how you make them feel. So if you're doling out compliments and encouragement, and maybe even doing some handwritten cards, anything where you're just lifting people up right now, it's going to come back. I just feel like it's going to make such a big impact, you know, because people are craving that connection and that kindness. And I feel like that's where we can rise up and really shine right now and be set apart from the rest of the world. And I feel like that's our mission anyway, right? Is just to let people know that they matter. And the products will come, the business will come, but just start there first. Like, I was thinking about you, here's why, how are you doing, you know? And that will open the door to more everything, more referrals, more business, more relationships and connections, and just more positivity in your own life. So yeah, the energy we put out is the energy that we receive. So that was another big takeaway for me this last week. And just being a good steward of the people that are in my life right now. You know, so often we're like, I wish I had a different whatever network. No, we have to be grateful for the people that we have, because they will. Our network is perfect. It's designed. The people we're connected to right now are enough. Like, it's enough. And so just to realize that and what am I trying to say? Just to take care. Yeah. Be a good steward of the network that you have right now, and that will multiply. It will lead to more. Does that make sense? It's exciting to me. I think I'm just in this huge anticipation phase, because I see all the emerging leaders on our team. I see us all just wanting to make this year, like, make the last 2 months of this year the best of this year. You know what I mean? The rest of the year, the best of the year. Like, we're determined to rise up and make the most of this situation and to, again, be a light in this world and in our network. So it's beautiful. You guys inspire me, and I'm so excited to see everything that we're creating this month and more.
Thanks, Tammy.
You're so welcome. Love you guys. And again, we're, you know, just to promote our Voxer group and our guests, like, we've had some really good guests lately. So just, yeah, be sure to tune into that. Because again, I think hearing people's stories, it just grows our own belief. So yeah, and again, every time I hear a guest, it just reinforces how amazing this business is and how it truly changes lives, and how grateful I am someone shared it with me and had the courage to share it with me and follow up many times before I actually looked at the business, you know? So yes, we have a gift and people need it. All right. Well, love you. Have a great Sunday. Thanks for hopping on. And yeah, stay tuned for tomorrow. Woo, it's gonna be fun.
Thank
Have a good day.
Yes. Thank you.
Tomorrow.
All right, love you.
Bye.